Something shifted the moment I stopped writing. It wasn't external. The monastery didn't creak or groan or echo, but I felt it in the marrow. A rearrangement of air. Like a room you've lived in all your life and suddenly realize the furniture has been slightly moved. The days blurred. I slept in odd intervals. The light through the narrow window no longer helped me measure time. Meals became irregular. Ate when my hands shook. I drank when my tongue felt too large. I paced the same path over and over again, from my cot to the chapel to the courtyard and back. Over and over. A loop carved like muscle memory. And always the sense that I was walking in someone else's pattern. By the 21st night, I had begun to name the silence. Not aloud but in my mind. The space near the chapel. The breather. The corridor with the cracked window. Watcher's hall. The cellar entrance I refused to open. Mouth. Giving names helped me keep order. That's what I told myself. But really it was to keep them separate from me. If I didn't name them, I feared they'd try to name me. I started seeing figures in the stone. Not faces, never something so solid. More like folds in light that resembled the outline of someone watching from behind the wall. I would stop stare. The image would vanish. But once, just once, it didn't. In the courtyard, under the moonlight, I saw a silhouette. Barely there. As if someone stood behind a sheet and a candle glowed behind them. Facing me. I didn't move. Neither did it. The wind moved around us like a third presence. When I finally turned away and looked back, it was gone. But there was something in the dirt where it had stood. A worn rosary, missing one bead. I didn't pick it up. That night I burned every note. The ones from the box. The ones in my journal. Even the pages from the breviary. I wanted the monastery to forget me. Or maybe I was trying to forget myself. But memory clings. In the early hours of morning, I woke to humming. Familiar. Came from the walls. It was my voice. Looping a sentence I hadn't said aloud in days. Do not ask it to forget. And it was coming from every direction. I left my room before the sun rose. Not because I wanted to, but because the silence had thickened overnight. Become so dense it pressed against my eardrums, a vacuum pulling thought inward. I needed space. I needed sky. The hallway outside was dark, but I didn't take a lantern. My hands needed to be free. I wandered until I reached the north stairwell. I'd never used it before. Something about the turn in the stone steps, sharp, too narrow, always made me uneasy. But that morning it drew me. Halfway down I stopped. Someone was weeping. It was faint. Not human exactly. Something between breath and sorrow echoing against stone. I froze and held the rail. The sound didn't fade. Came from the crypt below. The crypt was sealed. Had always been sealed. Even the monks had spoken of it as a forgotten place. For now, I descended. The heavy wooden doors were slightly ajar. My hand trembled as I reached for the edge. Pushing one open slowly. It groaned, an old sound, unused and angry. Inside nothing. No figure. No movement. Just dust, broken masonry, and a strange warmth in the air. The weeping had stopped, but the room hummed like breath in stone. In the center was a stone slab. On it, another rosary. This one whole. Took it. My hands moved without permission. The moment my skin touched the cold beads, I heard the whisper. Thank you for coming back. I dropped the rosary and ran. Back in my room I locked the door. Bolted it. Moved furniture against it. I didn't leave for 2 days. Not even to eat. But the monastery didn't stop speaking. Scratches appeared on the walls. Small ones like chalk dragged in circles. My breath would fog when I entered the chapel. My reflection in the window began to delay. I wasn't losing my mind. Or maybe I was. But either way, the monastery had begun to learn me. By the 32nd night I was ready. I walked to the main gate at dawn. The cold air bit my skin. I turned to look one last time at the monastery. No figures. No lights. But the silence bowed like a curtain falling after a play. and in my chest something loosened, like an echo finally set free. I walked down the path I'd arrived on 32 nights ago. I never looked back.